everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I am going to be running over my Extreme Rules preview and predictions. Now, can someone explain to me what is so extreme about Extreme Rules? Carnage, chaos, broken bodies. You know, I can think of many things that utter the word Extreme Rules. But WWE is more, it's not Extreme Rules, it's more like soft rules. That's what this is pretty much going to be. It's going to be soft rules. The not so extreme rules. There is nothing extreme about Extreme Rules. Nothing. All we have, the only matches that have stipulations are Bliss and Nia, Ellsworth and Carmella, with the whole Ellsworth above the cage, Carmella, Asuka, the Iron Man match, and the Steel Cage match. That's about it. And even and one of the pre-show matches, that's actually Extreme Rules. New Day versus Sanity in a tables match. Now that's extreme. But they would rather put that on the pre-show than have that on the main show. There is nothing extreme about this event. There's been nothing extreme about this pay-per-view. If I was booking Extreme Rules, I would have every match contested in Extreme Rules fashion. False count anywhere, no holds barred, unsanctioned match, table match, chairs match. None of these kendo sticks on a pole. That's not extreme. And you know what was funny, guys? Last year at Extreme Rules, like, this is why I call this. That's why I call this event soft rules, or the no rules, because last year they had Dean Ambrose defend the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz, and if he lost by disqualification, he would lose the Intercontinental Championship to The Miz. How is that extreme in any way? You're basically going against the whole moniker of the event if you were going to do that. Seriously. That's the thing I don't understand about this event. There is nothing extreme. There are barely any matches I'm looking forward to on this event. I'll quickly run over the pre-show. We've got Sin Cara versus Andrade Cien Almas. These two are having another match. Honestly, I enjoyed their first match. So, honestly, I hope they put on another good match. I hope Sin Cara and Andrade put on another good match for the kickoff. I hope they do. I hope they put on another good match to really excite the crowd for Extreme Rules. And I am predicting Andrade Cien Almas to get the win over Sin Cara in another good match, hopefully. I hope they put on another good match. I really enjoyed their match on SmackDown, and hopefully on the pre-show they put on a even better match. New Day versus Sanity in a tables match. Now, this has potential to be another great match. See, this is the problem here. Some of these matches have potential to be good, but WWE will stupidly book them wrong. New Day and Sanity. I see a lot of potential in this. I do. I see a lot of potential in this to be a nice match and a really good feud. I see the potential. I know how good Sanity are. Eric Young, Wolf, Dane. I know how chaotic those three can be. They're great at what they do. Same with New Day. They're great. They're really good. It doesn't take a rocket science to understand how to book a good match. Seriously. This is the thing that I hate about the creative writing team. They're too lazy. They need to start standing up to Vince McMahon. Anyway, I am predicting Sanity to win this tables match against the New Day. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Can someone tell me in one word, how is this extreme in any way? Or how does this match fit the mold extreme rules? Can someone tell me? What's so extreme about this? Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. In my opinion, this match should be on the pre-show. This match should be put on the pre-show. I know it's disrespectful to Finn Balor, but honestly, I would much prefer New Day Insanity on the main card than this match. It's an absolute joke how Balor and Corbin... How is this extreme? What, it's so extreme that it resulted in Baron Corbin trying to get Finn Balor to apologize. But Finn Balor was making fun of Baron Corbin's hairdo and his cheap suits. So that suit's extreme. So that's extreme. So that's your extreme idea for this match? Apologies and making fun of people? This match is useless. I honestly do not care about this match. It sucks to see Finn Balor get downgraded to the way he is. I am predicting a Baron Corbin win. Only because Vince McMahon likes bigger men. So I reckon Baron Corbin for the win. I want Finn Balor to win. I do want Finn Balor to win, but honestly, I just see it being Baron Corbin. The Deleter of Worlds versus the B-Team. Give me a break with this. Give me a break with this feud, man. I hope this is a one and done deal. I don't want to see Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel holding the Raw Tag Team Championships. Honestly, I don't. They haven't really done anything to deserve it. Just because they're undefeated doesn't mean you deserve a championship. It was the same thing with Asuka in NXT. She was undefeated, so she got a championship. Being undefeated doesn't make you be a champion. Doesn't make you believe that you're ready for a championship. I hope this is a one and done feud. I am predicting the Deleter of Worlds to win this match and move on to a legit team like AOP or The Revival. Those are the two teams I want to see take on the Deleter of Worlds for the Raw Tag Team titles. One of those two teams. That is who Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt should lose their titles to. Not some B team. Carmella versus Asuka. I roll my eyes about this. Shark Cage. It seems like WWE has a fetish with shark cages. I know we haven't seen it in like a year. But ever since NXT brought back the Shark Cage for Paul Ellering, when I believe the AOP were versing the Mighty, TM61, like at an NXT takeover in the Dusty Rhodes Classic a few years ago. So Triple H bringing back the Shark Cage pretty much just gave WWE the idea on just creating the Shark Cage. We saw a lot of the Shark Cage last year, once with Chris Jericho, and the other time with Enzo Amore. So now we're seeing it again. This time it's going to be with James Ellsworth. It's still not going to change the outcome. It's still not going to change the outcome, in my opinion. I'm predicting Carmella to retain her title. I hope Asuka wins, but at the same time, Carmella, in my opinion, to retain. Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane. I reckon the Bludgeon Brothers are going to retain, either by Kane. Now, I know this may sound weird, but I don't think Kane. You know, I had the idea in my head that they could have Kane, you know, turn on Daniel Bryan, and then the Miz secretly says that he hired Kane to take out Daniel Bryan. But then that doesn't make sense. But to me, that doesn't make sense. So, I think this is just a one and done. I think this is just going to be Bludgeon Brothers defeating Daniel Bryan and Kane. And then Kane's probably going to, you know, disappear. I think Kane is going to disappear after this. He's probably going to go away again after this. Which, I'm not saying I'm happy if Kane goes away. I'm just saying he's probably most likely going to go away after this. They probably just brought him back for the nostalgia. So I reckon the Bludgeon Brothers are going to retain. And I think it's going to be because of The Miz. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Honestly, I don't need to say anything. The obvious winner here is going to be Braun Strowman. Sucks for Kevin Owens to get treated like a, you know, like, what's the best word? A garbage. Sucks that he has to get treated like, you know, a toy for Braun Strowman, just to throw him around. Not the biggest Kevin Owens fan, but it kind of sucks for him to be treated like some kind of toy for the Monster in the Bank. Braun Strowman wins. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. WWE, please put a title on Shinsuke Nakamura. For the love of Christ. I am seriously really getting tired of seeing Shinsuke get title matches to ultimately lose. Honestly. There's no reason. There's no reason for it. If you're not going to give Shinsuke the WWE Championship, then give him the mid-card belt. That's all I'm going to say. I hope Shinsuke Nakamura wins this. I'm not saying I don't like Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy. He's cool. But I really want to see Shinsuke finally win a championship in WWE. It's time for Shinsuke to finally have some gold around his waist. Shinsuke to win the United States title for me. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Now, this is probably by far the toughest match of the entire show. I've been thinking long and hard about this. And something occurred to me. I think a lot of people might like this idea. Some people might not like the idea. But then again, this is just my opinion. So if you disagree with me, then that's fine. I am going to say Seth Rollins to win. And then you can have it at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Tell me that you don't want to see that. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. And Drew McIntyre winning the Intercontinental Championship. Tell me that you don't tell me that you want to see that. I think that'll be a great idea. You know, it'll get Drew McIntyre back on the map. And he can finally have a legit run. I don't think Dolph Ziggler. I'm not saying Dolph Ziggler shouldn't be Intercontinental Champion. I'm saying that I just don't think he's credible enough yet. Sure that WWE have done a good job to actually do Dolph Ziggler some good for once, but I would not mind if Dolph Ziggler held the United States title for a while, loses the title back to Seth, and then Seth drops it to Drew. I think having Drew win the Intercontinental Championship would be good for him. It'll really get him on the map, and then you can push him to the main title in the near future, somewhere next year. And then you can tease the breakup between Ziggler and McIntyre. So yeah, for me, I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. I don't think there's really any. I think this is probably by far one of the most predictable matches of the entire card. Alexa Bliss is obviously going to retain here. And obviously, Miss Ronda Rousey is going to get involved, you know? She's most likely going to get involved. Either before the match, either during the match or after the match. I know for a fact Ronda's going to get involved. Even though her suspension hasn't run out. But this is the land of WWE. I'm not going to rant about it too much. Alexa Bliss, you know, she's going to win. She's going to win and ultimately lose at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. Now, look, I like Bobby Lashley. I do. I think, in my opinion, WWE have done a better job booking him this time round than they have when he was feuding with Sami Zayn. Again, everybody's tied to their own opinion. I'm not saying you need to agree with me. Everybody's tied to their own opinion. Sure, Bobby Lashley isn't one of the biggest and best wrestlers out there. You know, not every wrestler... This is the thing that I don't understand when it comes to WWE fans. Not every wrestler needs to be good. Not every wrestler needs to be, at a certain level. Not every wrestler needs to be a big star, that can put on a good 20-minute match, that can tell a story. Not every wrestler needs to be that way. There are always some wrestlers that are really good, to average, to bad, to really bad. Every wrestler has their own categories. So, I'm not saying Bobby Lashley's good. I'm just saying they've booked Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, a lot better. He's not smiling. He's taking it seriously. And honestly, with all the reports saying Bobby Lashley could most likely win at Extreme Rules, I kind of don't trust WWE. I kind of don't trust WWE here, because WWE have done this in the past. They've tried to make us stink. They've trolled us many times before. So, I want to say Bobby Lashley wins, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if Roman Reigns won. So, honestly, I don't know. I'm just going to say Bobby Lashley, because I want to see Bobby Lashley I want to see Bobby Lashley beat Roman Reigns. And finally, guys, the last result I'm going to run through, which should be the real main event, which we all know it won't be, but it should be AJ Styles versus Rusev for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles, in my opinion, is, I'm really proud that WWE have not treated him like a joke. And to me, I'm happy about that. To me, I'm very happy about that they've really been giving AJ Styles some good, like they've been treating him very, very well. Sure, he's had some poor moments, but at the same time, though, I think there's been more positive in Styles than negative. And I think AJ Styles is going to continue this title reign up to October. I truly believe that he will be champion by the time they get to the Super Showdown in October in Australia. I reckon AJ Styles is going to retain the WWE Championship. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much everything. I ran through every match. There's like 12 matches. Plus 2, that's like 2 pre-show matches. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this preview and predictions. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button, comment your opinions down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And also be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified when my next video comes up. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'll see you all later.